Imagine this. It's the final match. It's just you and your opponent. They barely have any health left. All you gotta do, give them one solid hit. And then fighting games are my favorite competitive genre of gaming. 1 second, you're pulling off a sick combo that makes you feel like a god. The next, you just got perfected by somebody who plays this game with their damn feet. Fighting games have their own unique culture, even their own unique ways of playing. Today, I'm going to talk about my obsession with fighting games. My obsession with fighting games first started way back when I first played one. My parents' basement lies a giant arcade machine that's basically just a big ol' emulator, and within that machine is Street Fighter 2. I would play that thing all the time. Even though I couldn't do motion inputs, I still had a blast. Punches, kicks, you name it. And then you're browsing on YouTube and you see a video of someone playing the exact same game as you, but at a level you couldn't even imagine. Hadoukens, dragon punches, super moves, fatalities, things I could never do. These guys are doing like it's nothing. You're watching two masters going head to head, and it is absolutely breathtaking. And while I never got into fighting games at the time the way I am now with the release of Guilty Gear Strive, those videos of professionals just going head to head planted a seed deep within me that would later sprout. I spent my formative years playing the usuals, League of Legends, CSGO. I loved competitive games, something where my skills could thrive. But with competitive team-based games comes the typical, you got your smurfs, your cheaters, your all-around bad players. Things that are just out of your control. But that's where, around the beginning of 2021 or so, fighting games suddenly piqued my interest again. And that's because fighting games are pure. No excuses. No camping in a bush. No screaming 2-year-old on your teammates' microphones. There's no blaming your teammates. It is all just you, your opponent, and whether or not you can remember a 12-button combo in the heat of the moment. Every match is a mind game. Am I gonna throw? Am I gonna block? Am I gonna spam the same move until my opponent rage quits? Yes, I am. But the real magic is the variety. You've got the grounded footsies chess match of Street Fighter. The anime insanity of Guilty Gear that feels like you're in a Dragon Ball fight. You got Tekken, the game series, that just feels like you're playing a character from Baki. Tag fighters like 2XKO or MVC that challenge you to make a well-rounded team of characters that you know how to play well. Every single one has its own language for you to learn. Now, alright, let's be real. Fighting games are also one of the most painful, most daunting genres to learn. The learning curve is not a curve. It's a wall. A giant wall, covered in spikes, with machine gun turrets at the top, and it's on fire. You spend hours in training mode practicing a combo that looks awesome, but you cannot land it. Then you get bodied by someone spamming fireball. And you know what? That's fine. That's part of the charm. To fail in a fighting game is to learn. Can't land your combo, maybe the timing's off. Can't get in on an opponent, try to mix up your offense. Keep getting fucking grabbed. Tech the throw, maybe, I don't know. It's the slow grind from button mashing to actually knowing what the buttons do. From haphazardly inputting commands to being precise with every single button press. That's when the obsession to be as perfect as possible really kicks in. And then, of course, there's the fighting game community, the FGC. These guys are insane. They will go from pulling off the nastiest combo known to man to playing the worst character in the game while doing the splits and still take W's.
Oh my god, no! Okay. Oh my god! How did he do that? He went past the SA3! He went for the roundhouse! He jumped over completely!
No other game community, in my opinion at least, has the absolute upsets, the surprising underdogs, and the quirky players. There's just something about the players behind the characters on screen that scream personality. Just watching someone play can tell you everything you need to know about who they are, how they play, and maybe even why they play. The FGC has such an underground, grassroots feel that is just very different than the typical League of Legends or Valorant that feels very, very corporatized. Fighting games on the tournament side, it just feels like a community coming together to just have some fun, and that's something that other games, at least in my opinion, don't pull off, and I don't think they could pull off. With the history of fighting games starting as an underground thing, it just has a completely different feel to it. But why do I keep coming back to these games? The losses, the pain, the absolute destruction that happens when you just cannot deal with your opponent. It's simple. Every win is earned. Every time you improve, you feel it. You're learning, you're adapting, and you're evolving. Okay, yeah, sometimes games can be unbalanced. You can get zoned out. An opponent can be playing a character that just has one touch of death. Sometimes you get command grabbed after command grabbed after command. But despite the annoyances the game genre has, it's also one of the most enjoyable competitive settings I have ever experienced. There's just something about it being you and one opponent. Every mistake is on you. You have to learn how to own your mistakes to truly become a better player. There's no blaming others in this genre. And that's something very unique about it. It feels very humbling. At the end of the day, fighting games, in my opinion, are a perfect mix of skill, some cheese, and tons of spectacle. They can be frustrating, but they're addicting, and they're some of the most fun I've ever had in gaming. If you've ever been interested in trying a fighting game, just go pick one up. There's a huge fighting game renaissance going on right now. Between Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, and a lot more, the options are endless. Just go find something that piques your interest and pick it up. It is honestly the best time to get into these games. But that's just about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment below, subscribe. Let me know what got you into fighting games or if this video made you interested. And remember one thing. Never trust a grappler main.